Aslamu alaikum. Hopefully you all are doing great and are working on your mathematics notebook, also practicing questions daily. Today, we are going to learn next topics. You have to understand it first and note the classwork on your neat notebook and the work on homework by yourself. Let's start it.
How to multiply a whole number by a decimal. So let's jump right into number 1, where we have 14 times 6/10. And the 3 steps that we're going to take in order to solve these 2 examples correctly are at the top of your screen. And step 1 says remove any decimals within that problem. And we're going to rewrite the problem without those decimals. So let's rewrite number 1 as 14 times 6. So we're removing or forgetting about any decimals. They will come into play later on in the problem though. Number 2, we multiply or solve just like we would any other multiplication problem involving whole numbers. So 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus that 2 is 8. So we get an answer of 84, but we're not quite done yet. Step 3, we need to place the decimal in our answer. And we do that by looking at the original problem and seeing how many digits are to the right or are behind a decimal, however you like thinking about it. And we have 1, this 6 here. And I like circling any digits to the right of a decimal or behind. That way I make sure I include everything. So we have 1 digit behind a decimal. That means our answer has to have 1 digit behind the decimal. So this 4 will be our 1 digit, and we can place our decimal right there. So we have 8 and 4/10 as our answer. Another way of thinking about it, we had 84 as our answer. So for every whole number, the decimal is at the end. So we can bring our decimal in once. That way it gives us 1 digit behind the decimal. Or you can just, how I did right here, kind of counted how many digits I needed and placed the decimal accordingly. Whatever works best for you. So on to number 2 here, where we have 7 times 5 and 22 hundredths. First step, remove any decimals and rewrite the problem. So we get 7 times 522. Now when it comes to multiplication, we want the number with more digits on top. We can solve it like this, but it's much easier to have the number with more digits on top. So we can actually do 522 times 7. And that's because multiplication is commutative. You'll get the same answer either way, 7 times 522 or 522 times 7. So now we multiply, step 2, we multiply and solve here. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 2 is 14, plus that 1 is 15. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 1 is 36. So we get 3,654. But that's not our final answer. We need to place the decimal. So let's look at our original problem, see how many digits are behind or are to the right of a decimal. And we have 1, 2. So that means our answer needs to have 2. We can think of it like this. Bring it in 1, 2. That will give us 2 digits behind the decimal. Or you can go 1, 2, and place your decimal there. Either way, whatever works best for you.
So this is how you can work on the multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. And this is really easy. You have to do the same multiplier multiplicand and you have to get the product as we do for the whole numbers. Let's try it out for 0.007. It's called 0.007 into 37. So you have to make it more easier, you have to just remove all the decimal places and you have to multiply 37 cross 7 and you get answer over there, and you can place the zeros after that. As you have to you would get the answer 259 after multiplying 37 into 7. So you have to place the decimal after the 3 places. So you have to jump 3 times and you would get the decimal point before 2, so you have to put 0 on the left side. So this is how it works. And for E part, you have to work on the similarly 208 you would write and multiply with 16. That's more easier way to work on it. And then you have to, at the end you have to place the decimal point, as you would get answer 3328, and decimal point is after one position, so you have to put after 2, right? Like before 8 you have to put the decimal point. So you have to open page 79, that is exercise 5.4, and question number 2. Solve these questions F and E parts on your neat notebook as a classwork, and then practice more and more questions. Just like over here we have H part as well. You have to write 1536 and multiply it with 23 as we do the simple multiplication, and you would get answer 35,328, and then put the decimal point. Yes, after the one jump you would put that is before 8, right? So you could see over here that's more easier to work on without decimal, and then at the end you would put the point in the question and also in the answer, so you could work on it like this, right? You have to put the whenever you are writing the decimal with the decimal as well in the question, you just ignoring it during the process, and you are just putting in the answer. So that's very much simple to work on it, right? Like this. What you have to do in the homework, same question, D and G part, question number 2, D and G part you have to do as a homework on your neat notebooks. And if you are stuck with something, you can ask me directly. And hopefully you are doing work daily on your neat notebooks and you are getting understanding. For any information you can contact me. See you. Allah Hafiz.